Welcome back. This Sunday, a powerful way to connect generations through stories of service, sacrifice, and honor. Imprints of Honor is hosting a special reception and book signing where students sit down with veterans, hear their stories, and help preserve them in print. And joining us now, Michelle DeMuro, Executive Director of Imprints of Honor. Okay, for people who are not familiar with this, what exactly is Imprints of Honor? And I'm probably going to leaf through this while you're talking.
Sure. Imprints of Honor is an after-school program. It's character and civic education where middle school and high school students interview veterans and document their service stories.
Very critical. I mean, you don't want those stories to kind of fade away with time. I mean, there are so many World War II veterans that never got to tell their story. We don't know what they went through.
Well, and it's first-person history. So the students are learning that, but they're also learning how to connect with different generations, build their listening and their writing skills, and that they become published authors in the book. They also record the interview with the veterans, and they send the video recordings to the Veterans History Project at the Library of Congress.
Which is a fantastic idea. One of the greatest things I think I've done for my mother-in-law was tape an interview with her dad, who was a World War II veteran, and got him to tell his story before he passed, and got that down on tape and got that down for everybody, you know, in the family to see later.
Right. It really builds appreciation and understanding, and I think it's important because, you know, we're losing these veterans every day.
So what does that conversation look like when a student starts talking to a veteran?
Well, first the student does a little research about the conflict era, and then they have a list of questions that are proposed by the Library of Congress, but they need to have active listening and do follow-up questions with their veterans.
Seriously, interview.
So there's guidance there, but they also, you know, they go beyond that, and it could be anywhere from an hour to 3 hours long.
Now, what's the age range of these students?
Middle school, 7th and 8th grade, through college, actually. We're mostly an after-school program, but we do have opportunities for it to be a class project or an elective course, or sometimes it's a capstone project for seniors.
It's good for those kids to learn a little bit about, you know, what those wars, what those conflicts were like. They have no way of relating to that. It's good to actually get somebody to, you know, talk to them.
Right.
To them.
Yeah, and they learn about service beyond self, teamwork, leadership, perseverance. There's so many lessons there. And again, appreciation for our veterans. And it's so rewarding for our veterans to finally be able to share their stories. Each year, about a quarter of our veterans, is the first time they've actually talked about it. And so many veterans won't talk about it unless you ask them. And that's why the book is called Since You Asked. It's because the student asked them.
I was going to try to prop that up. I don't know if that's going to work right there, but there we go. All right, so tell us a little about what is the event on Sunday?
So Sunday is the culminating activity of the program where the students are presenting the work to the veterans. There is a program where we have a keynote speaker. We're featuring one of our veterans who's in the book this year. We do student scholarship awards. We have music. And then following it is a book signing where the veterans are there and you can purchase a book and have the veterans meet them, have them sign their story. And it's the welcome home that some of our veterans never received.
And it's Saturday, May 2nd at 3 p.m. at Phoenix Bible Church, and then Sunday, May 3rd, 3 p.m. is Tempe Center for the Arts? So those are not the right details.
It's 1 o'clock at Scottsdale Stadium Fieldhouse, both Saturday and Sunday.
Gotcha. Okay, 1 o'clock, Scottsdale Stadium Fieldhouse, Saturday and Sunday. I want to double that up because that was not right on the screen there. All right, Michelle DeMuro, thank you. I love this program. I love this book. This is great.
Thank you.
Thanks
you for
a lot.
having us.
All right, let's hop over to Ginger with a look at